Well, hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about how to bite the dust in order to supersize or to grow your business. Sometimes we need to bite the dust in certain areas just to have our business survive. Right now, during COVID-19 and all the changes that the pandemic has impacted on our lives worldwide, globally, what does this idiom have to do with that? How can we use it to make sure that we not only survive, but that we thrive before, during, and after the pandemic? Doesn't matter where you were before the pandemic. What matters is where you are right now and what you're going to do about it. This is one of those expressions, a cliche or an idiom that's been around for thousands of years. It was actually first used in Homer's The Iliad over 2,000 years ago, or about 2,000 years ago. I'm not sure when that was written now, but it's been really popular in Britain since the 1800s, and it showed up a lot early on. It was a really common expression in early westerns, in the whole western genre of theater. And often you would talk about a cowboy or an Indian biting the dust, right? Somebody was biting the dust, which meant, of course, to die, to fail to continue to exist, to croak, okay, to fail to succeed. So it doesn't necessarily mean something or someone has to die. It might mean that you just stop doing something or something doesn't work. You try something and it doesn't work. Has that ever happened in your business? You tried something and it didn't work? Hello? When we look back on our lives, it's amazing that we do so many things, and the vast majority of the things that we try and do in our lives fail, right? Did you walk the first time you tried to walk? No, you failed until all of a sudden you got up and you could walk. It's true of everything that we do, at least everything worthwhile, right? Did you, and maybe you did, maybe you're one of those fortunate few that the first time you were attracted to someone, you fell in love and you were with that person for the rest of your life. How rare is that? That's like 1 in millions, right? Or 1 in a billion that happens. The very first person that you meet and are attracted to is the person that you're with for the rest of your life. Very rare. So how do we use this idiom to bite the dust, to grow and build and maintain and make sure that our business not only survives but thrives through any time, any challenging period, any challenges that we face? Well, first of all, we make a decision that no matter what, we're going to succeed. We're going to figure it out. No matter what comes our way, no matter what challenges come at us, and there will always be challenges, no matter what level of business. You know, sometimes we think and we believe that, oh, when I get to 8 figures, I'm not going to have to worry about this anymore because it's not going to be a problem. Guess what? That one thing might not be a problem, but you'll have now 8-figure business problems instead of 6-figure business problems, right? Everything is relative. And so keep that in mind. Don't fool yourself into thinking that once this happens, I'm going to be happy. Once this happens, I'm going to be successful. Once this happens, everything will be hunky-dory, flowers and sunshine, because that's just not the way life is. Life is a series of events, and how we respond to them is entirely up to us, but it also determines how we're going to grow and how we're going to continue to move forward. So decide you're going to succeed no matter what, and you're going to figure it out no matter what, and that every challenge that comes your way, you'll overcome. You have the ability within you already to take that on. Look at your business now, and if you haven't already, during this crazy world time, really get in alignment with your priorities. What's important for you, your business, and for the people that you're here to serve. Make sure that everything you're doing lines up with that, and do that on a periodic basis. At least once a year, look at your values and your systems and your processes and procedures and how you do things and why you do things, and make sure that you're continuing in the direction you want to go. If you never look at it, you're creating by default. When we're creating by default, we often find that we're in the wrong business, and we often find we're serving the wrong people, the wrong customers. Done that too by trial and error, and it's a lot more heartbreaking to have to change what you're doing because you went down the wrong path than to test and try things out in the beginning and continue to monitor and make sure that you're going in the direction that you want to go. Sometimes when we think of biting the dust, we think about competition, that we want to kill the competition, we want to beat them no matter what. But there's a secret to that. The truth is, if you focus on what you do well and serving the people that you're here to serve better than anyone else can, you never have to worry about the competition. It's like when you're being your true authentic self, people that are for you and that you're for will be attracted to you, and then the rest will fall by the wayside. Your competition can have them. Let your competition have the people that you don't want. There's plenty of business out there for each and every one of us on the planet to do, be, and have whatever we want. So, you know, just change your view on competition. Realize that when you're being your authentic self, you have no competition. So if you haven't yet, I challenge you today to take a quick audit of where you are in your business, where you want to go, and make sure that things that aren't serving you, you're not doing those. You're letting those bite the dust or fall by the wayside. And things that are, you're continuing to double down on those things and go for those things. That's how we survive changes and challenges in our business and in our lives. That's it. If you have any questions about this idiom, I'd love to know your experience with this idiom. I personally had a death experience, so I am very familiar with biting the dust and the impact that has and the challenges and the change it can create in your life. And that's another example. It can create positive changes in your life or negative changes in your life. I've seen people and met people that have been through a similar experience that have turned out to be like not so nice people. Okay, horrible people since then. And I've seen people that have massively changed their life and gone in a totally different direction. So that just goes to show you, any challenge, anything that we face, it's up to us to decide how we're going to respond to it. So if I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your business right now? Take care. Bye. Don't bite the dust today.